So I've been looking over my year in reviews, and to be honest, I've done absolutely nothing for 2 years. And you might think being kind to yourself is great, but when it lasts for this long, it probably will hurt you in the long run. Hey, this is Cetriya, Cetriya. First, hello to all the new subscribers. I'm glad that you've been finding interest in my art and finding my tutorials to be helpful. As you can see, I am doing a speed paint that should have been my live stream, but a speed paint of this year's avatar of me as Cetriya. Obviously, Cetriya is not my real name, it's Lori, but I'm really Cetriya in the inside. But yeah, while I go ahead and paint this art as a speed paint, we're going to talk about goals. So by now, you've probably been inundated by a bunch of posts of goals, whether it's lag versus leading, SMART goals, vision boards, all of that great stuff. And I hope to actually do this, but going back to what I said at the intro, which is doing absolutely nothing for 2 years, you might think that we've gone through so many things, and I gone through so many things, the world has gone through so many things, that 2 years you should be kind to yourself. But how should I explain this in the softest way possible for myself? This is not anything for you to compare yourself to. This is just really thinking about me. I'm in a rut, and it's taking me a bit to dig myself out, because once you get into that momentum, what is it? That laws of physics or something, like what stays at rest is at rest, and what's in motion stays in motion, and it takes the greatest amount of energy to get something rolling. I'm at that point right now, okay? Like, I rested. I'm not the hustling type of person, but I've been doing that for a long time, much longer than the 2 years. And I want to do more now. I am seeing that if I just sit and settle, I'll just be I'll just be sitting and settling for the rest of my time, and I don't want that. So this year, I am going to do a lot of things that I haven't done before. I'm going to be doing things that I come to terms that I actually don't want to do it, but I know I should do it and have to do it. And I will really be tracking things. Already, I have a track buddy in a family member. They already calling me saying, hey, have you done this? Why didn't you call me? Why didn't you, and it's good to have those buddies. So if you can find someone, whether it's a friend or someone that can be your accountability buddy, it helps just to kind of get out of your own way. I'm sure you probably, or maybe not you, but when you're just so foggy and you're just waffling and wailing and tossing and turning, thinking about what to do for anything. And I am definitely in the camp of analysis paralysis, where I overthink or over prepare instead of just jumping in. I use the act of preparing as an excuse to actually do the work. And that is what my main theme is going to be for this year, is that just jump in and do the work and figure it out later. This is definitely where I have to accept that that is a fear for me. Even though I don't like public speaking, if someone asks me to public speak, I will do so. It's whatever. Even if I am to get rejections, I will accept the rejections. I will do so. My situation is actually doing the do and making large goals, because I think I really do have a fear of failure. I didn't realize that, or realizing the mountain of work that I have to do to achieve a goal that I desire, which then goes into the question of, do I actually desire to do said goals? And since I keep coming back to it, I've realized that I really do need to just put in the work and just put in the effort and just get up and show up and forget about the concept of motivation, because motivation, it'll come and go whenever it feels like it. It's not always there when you demand it to be there. So that is my general thoughts for goal setting. And again, I'm sure you've seen plenty of videos of how to goal set and vision board and all that stuff. And I've really thought about it. I've probably rewritten my goals for this year several times over, whether I cut things in, I put things in, I add more details. But basically, we're getting to this, and I'm going to be real and open and intimate with you guys. So my goals for this year. And you're feel free to leave in comments to keep me to those goals. My goals for this year, first off, is YouTube. I probably post 2 or 3 videos about YouTube saying whether I do it or not, but I actually enjoy it, even though it's one of those kind of like semi-toxic friendships where you still enjoy the friendships, even though now and then something pops up and you just like, ugh, why am I still friends with you? That kind of thing. That's what YouTube is to me. So I've just accepted it and said, you know what, let me give it a try. And one of the things that I want to try is actually posting more. Since I do actually make all this art and I do have all these thoughts, I want to actually share it. And so far YouTube has been my interest for me. And then whatever I have making for YouTube, I'll just copy post it to the other social medias. But YouTube, I'm on it. I watch a lot of videos myself. This is my area of choice. And I want to post at least 2 or 3 times a week. One main video and like 1 or 2 shorts and a couple of community posts. So if you haven't checked the community post, that's where I share like extra things that I found that could be helpful. So take a look. My second goal, and that's related to other goals, but my second goal is I really want to expand. I don't make much at all, actually, when it comes to my own personal art. I do work as an artist inside a company, so they tell me what to draw. But I really want to make my own income because though it's fortunate that I am still in this job, even though I complain about it, you kind of don't want to have all your eggs in one basket. I was nerve-wracking about it before all of this happened, but even more as it goes, it really is getting to me. So I definitely am going to take responsibility and really trying to develop my actual art business. And some of that is a mix of things, whether it's selling Etsy digital products, uploading more of my work onto print-on-demand sites like Redbubble, Society6, and whatnot, even Amazon maybe. But also, developing some Skillshare classes. I do have one. I have ideas for others. I need to post those. But in general, just going in and actually trying to make some kind of side income for my art in case something happens. But if I keep my job, I will just continue to use that money for savings and maybe help someone else out that may be in need if I'm able to provide for that. And then last thing, and it almost is kind of cliche, but the question is if people actually do it. And that is actually going to Japan for some time. A minimum of a year I would like. And considering the visa status when it comes to American citizens, it's a bit different. So for the European fans, you guys, European and I think Australian and other countries, you guys can go to Japan on a working holiday visa. For us Americans, America's pretty tight on its citizenry. Yeah. America's pretty tight on its people. You could come in much easier, ironically, than you can go out. So obviously the standard is teaching English unless you're in tech, and I'm not in tech, so I'm not gonna get a tech visa. But yeah, I'm still debating on that, but I think I might actually submit my application. It's something that I wanted to do since high school, and now I'm in my 30s, and the desire is still there. And I figure, why not? Because I did the do that most people probably talk about. No, I'm not married with kids, but I do have a house, and I do have a job, and I do have some savings, and it's not enough. That's not my vision for my life. It's not what my vision is for experiencing in my life. So that's why I'm going to make the jump and go in and apply and see where I go from there. I have been practicing off of Duolingo, and yes, I know Duolingo is not enough. It's just a quick, flashcard tool for me for my vocab, and it's at least something to keep the time going. But that's the biggest thing. Now, with all of that, there's like little details about trying to get like art representation for my work. Trying to find freelance clients. So if you know anyone that needs artwork for like, what do I do for my day job? Because I do enjoy doing it. Things like, home decor, home prints for wall art, that kind of thing. That's mainly where I want to focus. Let me know in the comments below. I'd appreciate it. But yeah, finding clients, making more products, and developing this channel and its community. I truly appreciate all the comments that I've been getting a lot lately. I really do appreciate that. I appreciate the support, and in return for that appreciation, hopefully, again, you find my videos helpful. And of course, you could always make a video tutorial request. I think I've gotten a few. It just takes a while to get to said videos, but more than anything, I truly do appreciate you guys. So all in all, that was my goals for the year, those 3. So is there any goals that you guys really kind of want to get to? If you don't mind being a little vulnerable, being a little intimate, maybe share a goal that it's kind of scary for you to actually do, like those goals where you're just like the Japan goal is one of them, but like can I actually achieve it? Do you feel that you feel confident that you can achieve it? Do you feel that you have the energy and the will and the motivation and then just the grit, really, just the nitty gritty to actually achieve it? So if you don't mind, share that in the comments, and I'd love to hear from you guys. Anyhow, here's to 2022. May this year be a fruitful and productive year to me and to all of you. And I will see you guys in the next video.